I did almost everything. There's no business that I wouldn't do.
Okay.
And along the line, I get opportunities, but I don't get funding. I mean, all the young people, the problem is, how do I get funding? How do I get funding? And with all my experience in the army, degree, chartered accountant, and I was teaching at the stock exchange, I still couldn't get funding.
Yeah.
So you can see how big the problem was. And that hit me one time that, listen, if nobody's going to give you the funding, then get into giving funding. And therefore, I decided to set up a finance house.
Okay.
And that became Unique Trust Financial Services with all its problems, startup problems, and what it became as a bank and what have you.
For someone who couldn't find funding and who needed money to run his business, where were you getting the money to lend to people?
That's interesting. But the point is, you have to raise the monies and then on-lend to people. So it's not as if you are rich and you said, I'm giving my money out for lending. So when we started, we had to get the lines and everything, and then we thought we were going to get friends contributing monies, but all of them disappointed us. So we had to start very, very small. We started from Kantamanto in one room with staff of 3.
I see.
And I was broke. And not only was I broke, my home was also broken because my wife had left me with the kids.
Oh.
And that is when I started. And I was at age 45.
What?
So when I see kids rushing to make a media, I say, take your time, you know. Just make sure you build the right capacities and things like that. So we started from there, and then we had to raise monies from friends and things like that. And the story is, I thought I was going to get 1 or 2 people who were going to put in big money, and then we start lending. And I didn't get it. So we had to actually go to a lot of friends and take small monies and put it together and use it to run the company and to on-lend. And as we lent out the monies and were able to pay them back, and the way we ran the processes, I mean, I will go and look for the money. I will come and sit and disburse the loan and everything, and I will go to recover the money. And I will also go with my own register to go and pay interest on the money that we had borrowed.
You were doing that all by yourself?
We're only 4.
Yeah.
And the others didn't have the acumen to do it, so I had to do everything.